I've never really thought about this until now, but it actually smacks you right in the face once you realize it. After the Twin Towers were destroyed and they built a new tower, this new tower became the One World Trade Center. And this tower, this sign of the times, lit up pink on the night that New York enacted a new full-term abortion law. Ask yourself why. I think I know why. I think I know why millions of Americans have no idea why such a heinous practice has been allowed to continue in this United States for years, right under people's noses, and no one knew. Have a listen to this video taken in part from a conference of Planned Parenthood, and just understand that if you sell your baby, if you sell the death of your baby, all right, I'm sorry, not if you sell it, if you pay them to kill your unborn child, this is what they're doing with it. Have a listen.
With Biomass Procurement Services.
Okay.
We do tissue collection.
Oh, sweet.
And you're looking for the Arizona area where they might be able to We're based out of the Los Angeles area, like Norwalk, Long Beach, that kind of area.
Okay.
So Devin mentioned you as well as the Planned Parenthood affiliate in Arizona, as well as good connections to make.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you?
It's been on my mind because I used to work at Planned Parenthood Los Angeles, and we used to have
Novogenics, I think, is the one that comes in, to do it there. Yeah. So you have experience with providing material for resources. Yeah.
So did you understand that? The woman previously brought these gentlemen to meet this woman who owns an abortion clinic in Arizona. These two men said that they were from an organization called Biomax, and they're looking for tissue. Did you hear that? They're looking for tissue. And then he goes on to say, she said that she used to work with some organization in LA by a different name. Let me roll it back one more time. Let's have a listen again.
With Biomass Procurement Services.
Okay.
We do tissue collection.
Oh, sweet.
And you're looking for the Arizona area where they might
Oh, sweet.
We're based out of the Los Angeles area,
cool.
like Norwalk, Long Beach, that kind of area.
Okay.
So Devin mentioned you as well as the Planned Parenthood affiliate in Arizona, as well as good connections to make.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you?
It's been on my mind because I used to work at Planned Parenthood Los Angeles, and we used to have
Novogenics, I think.
Novogenics.
Yeah. So you have experience with.
Okay. Let's have a look and see who is Novogenics. Okay, so there's all kinds of information here. All kinds of information, and here we go. It's Stem Cell Treatment Center for cutting-edge stem cell treatments in Palm Beach, Florida. Now, they apparently have either moved or they have more offices, because I think, didn't she say LA? So it makes you wonder. We've been hearing a lot about this new therapy for the rich and for the famous. The new blood therapy. Have you heard about this? Where they have the blood of youth transfused into them. I'm telling you, people, this is a horrendous operation, criminal operation, that's running right under our noses in this country, and very little is being done about it. And now with these new full-term abortions in New York and Virginia, they're collecting this for a reason. Ask yourself why. I think we all know why. It's big dollar industry. This is pure and simple human harvesting. No matter how you look at it, this is human harvesting. And they're harvesting all of these leftovers from the tiny little babies that they're killing on a daily basis in the thousands, the hundreds of thousands. Ask yourself why it is they're wanting to target Arizona. I think it's a pretty good reason why they want to target Arizona. There's a lot of, as we know, there's a lot of undocumented people flooding through Arizona, right? A lot of undocumented people. There's no trail. This is simply disgusting. Let's have a listen to hear what else they have to say.
With providing material for experiences. Yeah.
Due to some things, one of
Material for experiences?
Planned Parenthood, so I used to be medical director of Planned Parenthood Arizona. That's how I ended up in Arizona. Because I was with Planned Parenthood Los Angeles, and also I had an academic position at USC. That's how I know Debbie Matola. She trained me. That's how I know Debbie Matola. She trained me.
It's good to know that someone is kind of consistently going up to 20 to 24 weeks, because especially when someone wants neural tissue, they want fetal brain, they want both hemispheres.
Fetal brain.
And for whatever reason, like the sweet spot tends to be like 18 to 22 weeks.
Okay. Well, I go up to 24 weeks. There is a practice.
Remember the video that I posted? In just 18 days, the heart begins to beat. Have a look. Is that or is that not a human being? Let's have a look at what 22 to 24 weeks. Let me see what I can find. Oops, can't spell. It's disgusting, people. It's simply disgusting.
That kind of preferentially gets the anomaly referrals.
Right, we want healthy tissue, healthy.
Well, most of my
They want healthy tissue.
are elective. They present themselves.
And you go electively up to 24 weeks. Okay.
This week coming up, I have a 15-weeker on Tuesday so far. I have a 20-weeker
Unbelievable.
on Thursday.
Obviously, some of the parameters that we're working with, then tissue needs to be pretty much, pretty intact, because the more physically traumatized it gets, the more the stem cells get kind of mashed up and aren't available for collection.
Now the thing is, I don't do induction, so like my technique is a disarticulation technique. So there would
Let's see. What does she say she does? Excuse me here. Let's see what she says she
traumatized
does.
it gets, the more the stem cells get kind of mashed up and aren't available for collection.
Now the thing is, I don't do induction, so like my technique is a disarticulation technique.
Dismemberment. She does the dismemberment technique.
We know we have to kind of talk about like exactly what it is that you're needing.
Right.
Because
breech position is great.
Because it's part of the issue is it's not a matter of
Breech position is
perfect.
perfect.
People's feelings about it coming out looking like a baby. It's not a matter of
Oh, so if she, excuse me, sorry. So if she dismembers it, if she pulls the baby, the living baby, out of the mother, piece by piece, like some type of serial killer, like I can't even begin to express how evil and inhumane that practice is. So in other words, if she pulls that baby out piece by piece, that's better for her staff because that's less hurtful on their feelings than if it comes out looking like a whole baby. I fail to see any logic in that, to understand any part of that thinking.
But I gotta worry about my staff and people's feelings about it coming out looking like a baby.
A lot of variables.
So I don't. So yeah, that becomes an issue.
Yeah, that's interesting. That there's a kind of an issue with the staff to have to kind of protect their comfort level. That's so interesting. I mean, do you ever find yourself in a situation where like it would be easier if this case kind of wants to come out intact, but you're kind of like you have to make sure it doesn't, so the staff doesn't freak out? Or?
That's one, and then another issue is Arizona is so conservative. I just don't even want to send a full fetus for cremation or any of that.
Right.
We have the people who do our paperwork for the fetal death certificate. They email us calling them baby this, baby that, baby so and so. And I'm like, that's creepy.
Oh, that's creepy. That's creepy, lady. That's creepy. Calling it a baby because you can't take the fact that you kill babies. You are a murderer. You and the likes, just like you. You're all murderers. What's creepy? Creepy is pulling a living little tiny baby that can't fight for itself out of a mother piece by piece, tearing its arms off, ripping its legs off, squashing and crushing its head, its skull, its white brain fluid squeezing out. So therefore you've squished the brain. What's creepy? Isn't that creepy, lady? You're creepy. This whole thing is creepy. The people talking to you are creepy. The organizations are creepy. The fact that you are making money off of murder. No different than a hired hitman. That's what you are. You're all hired hit. That's what you are.
Baby this, baby that, baby so and so. And I'm like, that's creepy.
You know your environment. That's it so well. Like,
It's creepy. So, I mean, there are a lot of variables that come into play. Sometimes too, just the patient, the way that they respond to the medication, things
it just happens. Yeah, absolutely.
So that happens.
Do you ditch?
Yeah.
Starting when?
20 weeks.
Starting at 20 weeks. Okay. Because that's the other thing, because ditch kind of rules out. It ruins the integrity of the specimen. I mean, it kills the stem cells.
So what does ditch mean? So does that mean when the baby comes out whole, from what I understand, they put the baby in a bucket of formaldehyde and just let it die in a closet, in a mop closet? I think that must be what they're talking about.
Really, in issue because in Arizona, if the fetus comes out with any signs of life, it's supposed to transport it.
Any gestational age? Is there any standard procedure for verifying signs of life?
Well, the thing is,
That doesn't go in a chart.
I mean, the key is you need to pay attention to who's in the room, right? The key is
Pay attention to who's in the room?
pay attention to who's in the room, right? And like, you know, because
Oh, so if there's somebody in the room that's on her staff that follows the rules, and if there's a baby born alive, that person would urge them to do what is right and take the baby. First of all, doing what's right is not doing this at all, but taking the baby, transporting the baby to a hospital. That's what's right. So she's stating if that type of person is in the room, they don't follow that practice. Obviously, what they do is they go ahead and either kill the baby or they just let the baby die.
the thing is, the law states you have to do any maneuvers after the fact to try to cause demise. So it's really tricky.
Yeah,
It sounds like it's really hard to navigate that, but
It's really tricky. So we do, most of the time we do DH and it usually works. And then we don't have to worry about that because Arizona state law says if there's signs of life, then we're supposed to cancel.
yeah.
So dig, I'm assuming the word dig to them means that that's where they take that metal tool inside of the womb, the long metal tool with two spatulas on the end that have teeth, that have sharp metal teeth, and they dig around in there for the baby parts and pull them out. I'm assuming that's what she means is dig. And she's saying that this laws are messed up. It's a mess. It's a mess. What's a mess? Imagine it's really a mess when you're digging baby parts out of a mother.
Yeah.
Research shows that DH doesn't make the procedure easier in someone who is well trained. But I have to tell you anecdotally, my biceps appreciate DH works.
Really? It's in the biceps when you're doing a
It does
DNA?
not take me any longer to complete the procedure, but it is
Really? What is it when you're doing a non-dig DNA? That's where
It takes a bit more, yeah.
Wow.
So I remember when I was a fellow and I was kind of like, oh, I have to go to the gym for this. I have to go to the
You
gym.
have to go to the gym in order to do it. When does it start? What gestation does it start getting really difficult? Like it is like a workout.
20 weeks.
At 20. That's when it becomes difficult.
It can get difficult.
Wow.
Now, ideally, you want to have the best amount of dilation as possible. So I think, again, it really kind of comes to if someone has
Arizona, are you listening? Arizona, this is happening right under your noses.
to make sure that we have the dilation
Right.
and go a little more time on the front end or, a quick
Right.
easier procedure on the back end. If I'm not going to be doing just articulation, which I would normally do.
Right.
So,
I heard.
reach makes it a lot easier because, but the thing is, there's still going to have to be some decompression of the calvarium before it's coming out.
Interesting. Because Deb had mentioned to me that if there's dilation that happens as the case goes on, if you're extracting from breech, and then at the end that if there's you do it enough, and so then the calvarium can come out intact.
So if you do it starting from the breech presentation, there's dilation that happens as the case goes on, and often the last evacuating intact is
For the most part, we're going to start the procedure before we get to that point. So it's really like, in order to get you an intact calvarium, the patient's really going to have to go into labor.
So it's going to have to be essentially a
Okay, what is an intact, what's a calvarium? I want to know. It's definitely has to do with the brain. This reminds me of something, some I would say always unethical science, where they've learned that they can use spider silk for many different purposes, including military uses in war. So what have they decided to do? They genetically bred, and I know this sounds like science fiction stuff and it couldn't be possible, but believe me, it is, this and more. They have used the DNA of a spider, and they have genetically welded that with the DNA of a goat, and they came out with a spider goat whose milk produces spider silk web in its milk that they can milk out of it. I'm telling you, people, we are in the age of horrors. This is the age, the dark age, I will say. Humanity is being left behind in the dust. Okay, let's see. The Calvaria is the skull or skull cap. So apparently they want that to be intact. It's the upper part of the neural cranium and covers the cranial cavity containing the brain. It forms the main component of the skull roof. The Calvaria skull cap is made up of the superior portions of the frontal bone, occipital bone, and parietal bones in the human skull. So I'm not really sure. I'm guessing that the reason that they want that to be whole is it protects the brain matter inside. And that gives me pause to question is what is exactly going on? Is it stem cells from inside of the brain that they're searching for? I have to do some more research on that to find out, but this is almost over.
Or essentially an induction.
Because generally, especially in a bridge presentation, everything's going to come out and the head's going to get trapped.
Cool.
That's usually what's going to happen. And so generally, then we just take 4 steps and, do the rest. So, ideally, the patient would have dilated in the face enough that it's just
Right,
for the most part, in general, unless there's like complete dilation that's going to allow the head to come out, there's going to be some level of decompression on the way out. Even if I had not completely, if I'm not using an instrument to try to do that. But again, in a patient who, is consenting to that, then,
Right, to an induction.
it might take a little bit.
So I think I can see what will happen here right now. I can tell you that there will probably be some incentivization, some incentive for these women and girls to choose to have a procedure that allows the baby to come out whole, allows the brain, the head to come out completely intact, so they can harvest. I'm telling you right now, this is linked to the full-term abortions that's going to happen in New York and Virginia. If this isn't stopped in some manner. I do not know if President Trump was being honest about the bill. I'm assuming that he is going to fight this, but we can't sit back and allow this to happen. We cannot allow these little babies to be harvested. It is incumbent on all of us human beings, to stop this insanity, to stop these murderers. It's our responsibility as humans to do what we can to stop this. I hope you'll come back and listen. I'm going to keep doing some updates on the research that I'm doing into this. Please come back. Thank you.